Long time no see. How y'all doing? So, this is like one of the best weekends ever. It's so relaxing. This is the last few days of summer before we go into the fall. And I thought I was going to end the summer on a good bang, but life had other things in store. So, I wanted to go back to making video diaries because I haven't seen my therapist in a long time, and when I finally did get to speak to her last week and this week, I felt a lot better. And by me telling her everything that had been happening, that was going on since April, first of all, and then I updated her about what was going on between June and now. Sorry about the rudeness outside, but I kind of got a really how do you say it? It's I got a wake up call about a lot of things, and to sum it up, what I thought was gonna happen to me in the last 3 months really didn't happen to me. I kind of freaked out for no reason, but everything is fine now. But so to sum my whole summer up, I wanted to let y'all know what was really going on with me. Y'all only saw bits and pieces of what I was telling y'all, but y'all really didn't see the whole thing. Y'all didn't get the whole view. Not that y'all care, but the ones that do care, thank you for looking at this video, taking the time out to even talking, like not talking to me, but to hear me out and to hear what I've been through this whole summer. So, starting April, I was right. Starting with April, I was on TikTok one day and I made a video which I thought it was heartbreaking because it was just me just telling people what I was going through and how depression and PTSD could really hurt yourself. It could hurt you, and it could hurt the ones that's around you, which is your family and friends, emotionally. And I was going through that. Then I let people know a little bit about me, like where I'm from, how old I am, whatever. And I end up gaining a lot of followers. Now, for somebody who has a small content and everything, who's a small creator, I gain a lot of friends and a lot of followers. I'm very impressed with that myself. So kudos to me, because I managed to open myself up enough to let people get to know me. So they was comfortable enough to talk to me, have conversations with me, follow me. And they asked so many questions, and I was comfortable enough for the first time ever answering them the right way. So by the end of April, I met this guy, and he's much older than me. He was 51 years old. In case y'all don't know, I like older men. I always liked older men. I never dated anybody that was younger than me. It was only one time that I was seeing somebody younger than me because I was curious and couldn't find out I really did like him. Rest in peace to him though. But I met this guy. We started talking. He wanted to become friends with me, so he was following me on TikTok, liking all of my videos, calling me beautiful, asking me to watch his videos, and he wanted to have a special conversation with me. Now, it could go two ways. Either it was gonna go down this freaky side, or it was gonna go down a normal side, like he was introducing himself to me. You know, he wanted me to get to know him and talk to him more. So I was like, okay. So we started having conversations every now and then. It was like maybe once or twice a week we was having conversations. And then one time we went 2 weeks without speaking to each other. And this was in May. The beginning of May, I felt kind of skeptical about this dude. As I should be, because I just met the dude like a month prior. But even though I was skeptical about this man, I was like, you know what? Let me get to know him. Let me give him a chance, because I've been closed off, like really closed off to everybody. I'm not going to even say kind of, because I was really closed off because I didn't want nobody to talk to me. I didn't want to get to know nobody. So long story short, I got to know this man, a little bit about him, and I found out he lived in Virginia. So in my mind, I was like, we could be friends, but we could never be together because I can't do long distance relationships. He was flirting with me, and then all of a sudden, throughout the whole month of May into June, he was flirting with me. And I wasn't really responding to him because I was like, yo, I don't do long distance. It never works. And from my experience, I dated a guy that was, even though he was in Pennsylvania, it's still too far from me. We tried dating another 2 or 3 months and it was chaotic. We was arguing a lot. It wasn't happening. It wasn't working the way I wanted to. But thank God his uncle tried to save us, try to save our friendship as well as our relationship. So after that, we just broke it off. So that's why I said that long distance relationships don't work for me. So when this guy from Virginia wanted to start seeing me, I stepped back a bit and I just cut off all conversation for like 3 weeks straight. Then around June 15th, we went back to talking again, and throughout the rest of that month, we was flirting again. I don't know why. It's like it was our energies. We couldn't stay away from each other. And all of a sudden, in July, we grew closer. He went back to contacting me, but this time he asked me for my number. I don't know why it took him so long, but he finally had the courage to come to me and talk to me. And then all of a sudden, he asked me, can we date? Like, he asked me, do I want to be his girlfriend? And I just blurted out and say yes. Don't know why. It went against everything I said. Like, my answers was like not what I thought it was gonna be. Cause I was like, Sherelle, you don't do long distance relationship. Why did you say yes to this man? Somehow, some way, I couldn't get over this man. Like, his face was in my head. Everything about him was screaming out boyfriend, husband material. He was such a sweetheart. He was very understanding, very forgiving, and I couldn't just say no to him, especially without explanation. So I said yes, and then about an hour later, we was having this deep conversation that lasted for almost 2 hours about what we wanted from each other, what our likes and dislikes are. You know, the whole shebang that you do when you first get to know somebody. Then all of a sudden, 24 hours later, he said that he wanted to come visit me. He was like, if I take the weekend off, can I come see you? He's like, for you, I'll do anything. And this man was talking like he was ready to give me the world. Like he was ready to be everything to me. And he was like, I thought about being just your friend, but I'm starting to fall for you. He said, I like you. So I'm like, okay, I like you too. And I was like, I'm starting to fall for you because of your personality, what type of man you are to me. The type of man he was to me, I never had that from anybody. It was beyond amazing. He was so gracious. He was so adorable. And he was nervous. And that was one thing I thought that was cute, was his nervous side. Like, he couldn't even look at me dead in my eye. He was looking everywhere else but straight to my face. So that gives me the impression he was nervous. He's an introvert. And he was a little shy because he didn't know what to say to me. So he said the first thing that was on his mind, which was kind of cute. So by the end of the week, we spoke. He came to me. He came to my house. He actually traveled by car from Virginia to New York to see me. I was shocked. So I started recording the hours leading up to that very moment he was up here. But all of a sudden, I just erased it. Like a dumb behind. I erased the video. I did a 2-part video and I was like, damn, because I was so excited. And then I had so many other videos on my phone. But I'm gonna finish this in part 2 of the video, and I really do hope y'all like what y'all see and let me know what y'all think.